would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation and make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example.
Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The sure hands, it's Williams. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Line is set on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
The Buffaloes are on the move. Here's the handoff. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Lewis wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Dead center perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Cougars offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the positions switch. The bodies look different. They look more like safeties, and you're right, speed.
Oh, he's got some space. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he'll be brought down.
If I'm a defense, I want to play conservative in these situations. Obviously, it's such a long yardage situation. I don't want to give up that many yards. I got to get the guy on the ground. Really nice effort by the running back, making him miss and, getting all those positive yards. But I got to play conservatively in those situations.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. The Cougars kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here's the pressure. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Dances away. Turning it up. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out there now. All out of space. At the 30. Seizing that open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Noses his way forward. Maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive moments.
Snares it outside. It's Tuggle. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up first and goal.
And that play just shows you this quarterback trusts his wide receiver because he knows that route has to be adjusted to get beyond the first down marker. These two right now really on.
X going for the goal line. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Try to barge their way in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Great job by the back on the option. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Cook. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man. It's McGarry. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the defense got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, Dave? There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Yeah, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Leaves it with the back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that puts him directly at 100 rushing for the day. He showed you a little bit of everything, right? Showed you the speed, showed you quickness, the ability to break tackles, and obviously some durability to now get up to 100 yards on the day.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. Slams it ahead. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You got to be impressed with this offense and how they've been able to run the football and move it down the field, just being more physical in the trenches and getting some push. And leading by 3 right now down here in the red zone on third down. I'm not so sure they won't run it again or give it to their running back in space and see if he can make something good happen.
If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal. Sneaks it in.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Wyoming is ahead in this one, but there's still time on the clock, and unless Josh Allen puts on that Pokes uniform again, this could stay tight. They're up by 7 over Nevada. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Off-play action on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Lets it fly. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start.
False start on offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on third down for this offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little extra time. just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lewis wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Williams. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He'll pull it down and run. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Setting up the screen. Breaks into the open. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Lewis to throw. Bringing the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. On the run, it's Welch. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looks as if he's going to run it. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. To the air on 1st down. He makes a grab. They will score. Touchdown, Colorado. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Bringing it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Past the sticks and still on his feet. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Houston.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far today in Boulder, and welcome in to the halftime update. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. Two workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Houston going up tempo. He'll pull it on the read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Buffaloes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Miller. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. You can work your way down the field with these wide receiver screens, but also look for the opportunity to turn them into chunk plays later.
No doubt, you throw it quickly. You get it to him now. DB comes up, has to make a tackle. Now you fake it maybe a little bit later on. So these plays, they're not huge plays all the time, but they can set up big plays down the road for your offense.
Well, the offense is trying to get aggressive. They're trying to hit the corner route, but just better coverage on the back end by the defense, knocking that one away.
Lewis wants to pass. Going to try to get it himself. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Bucks! And the stomping has commenced.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here he comes with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And the Cougars with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Thomas. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this defense, they were ready for that third down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming. Did a great job. Aggressive. Downhill. Went and got it. Got the tackle for a loss. Forcing the fourth down.
The field goal is no good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gives it on the option. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here in the second half.
Back to pass on second down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Welsh. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run play action. Under fire. Caught in the backfield, it's Welch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing, you're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
And the Buffaloes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Slings it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
Quickly to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A strike downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Cook. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Wants to go up top. Caught close to the marker. It's Thomas. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. 2nd down coming up. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle, it's Smith. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. The Cougars started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Off the play fake on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Broussard. Makes a grab at the 6-yard line. It's first and goal. And the Cougars didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. A first down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
I love the discipline of this defense. Not just playing run, right? They know it could be a pass in this situation. Pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, taking away all that small stuff. All the stuff, the easy access, the free relief.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Houston.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's reeled in. It's Green. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So now it's second and long. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Catch in the middle, it's Tuggle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Offenses nowadays know one speed. Be aggressive. Go after it. Even if you've got a lead, you see a lot of offenses do this and take shots. And
touchdown, Buffaloes! And the pummeling has started. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the fourth, and they are going to go to 7-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
This drive will open from the 15. Quarterback on the keeper. Across the 25, he's got room. He's loose on the right. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Under heat, and he gets rid of it.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were...
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. This offense has it with really good field position. Lewis to throw. Lets it fly deep downfield. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot to feel great about in this with Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat, face, ball game over.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation